morning, everybody. Time to shave. It's just a normal Friday morning shave. We're going to go back to the old trusty Fat Boy Gillette, 1960, I believe. I need to go back and look at my videos. I can't remember how old this thing is. Well, let's just say 1960 for now. I get it confused because so many on eBay say they're 1959, and for some reason, maybe they made a bunch of them. Was that the first year these came out? I don't know. Anyway, back to the feather platinum blade inside, the old twist open. There it is. Trademark. And this is the adjustable, so I always set it on 7. Butterfly twist open, vintage. Nasty old. Still haven't had it replated. But instead of Barbasol this morning, I'm going to use the old shaving cream from that last video from the wetshaveclub.com. I'm going to use their brush too, but in the last video, if you watched, I used a bowl. This time I'm just going to face lather, which saves the step of having to use a bowl and saves you the step of having to buy a bowl. Never buy a bowl again if you don't want to. Okay, I just got out of the shower. I got my pompadour. I don't know what's going on with this hair. It's getting long, so I'm like just piling it up on top. I don't know. Stay tuned and find out what happens next. I just feel lucky that I have it. All right, so very simple. Just going to wet this shaving brush. Stick it in the soap like this. Watch this. So I've done this a couple of times now. Got to get enough water in there. You're loading up the old brush, making a little bit of a mess. That's okay. There you go, that's what it looks like. Get some of this from the side. And then I'm just gonna start putting it up here on my face. You know the routine. How many of y'all that just started shaving, wet shaving, instead of, what's the alternative to wet shaving? Electric razor shaving? Wet shaving to me means, you know, using a razor and shaving cream of some sort and water. Now some people say that wet shaving is, you can't use a foam, like a Barbasol or a gel, but to me, and I may be wrong, wet shaving is using a razor instead of an electric razor, because that's dry shaving, I would think. Alright, so there we go. Face lathering. You don't have to have a bowl. You don't have to have a bowl, which is nice, less thing to clean. And in the mornings, you just want to shave quickly. You don't have time to luxuriate in your shaving routine some mornings. And today's your typical Friday morning before 4th of July, Independence Day in the States. Anyone watching outside the U.S., that's when we get the day off. Some comedian put it a few years ago. Celebrate the birth of our country by blowing up a small portion of it with fireworks. That sounds apropos. Now I'm having to rinse off my my razor by turning on the water a little bit at a time. I'm not going to leave it running like I did in that very first shaving video I did. It's not good to waste water, and but I forgot my little, I've got a big trough sink, so I can't fill it up with water. So I have to get one of my kids' little plastic buckets and fill that with water. Forgot it this morning. That's my YouTube shaving kit, you see. Plastic kids bucket and everything else. This is my not videoing, almost said videotaping. Grandpa, what's a videotape? Well, you see, son, after film there came videotape. And you only had a limited amount of time to film. I guess you do now too. I was so dumb. I bought the iPhone 6, not the 6S. And since I'm not made out of money, I bought the 16 gig model, which I don't recommend. And I don't know how you could do it with the iPhone 6S, taking 4K video. You take 3 seconds of video and your whole phone is filled up. So yeah, guys and gals, spend a little extra money and get a higher capacity phone, because I can't do anything with it. Now if you'll notice, I don't know if you see there's a little red mark there. I think it's an ingrown hair, which I never ever get. So I don't know the new combination of using this soap or what, but somehow I got an ingrown hair on my neck and it's paining me. All right, so there we go. First pass, rinse off. Get my brush again. I'm gonna put a little water on it, just like this. And go back up and just do the parts that I normally do. My cheeks again. And under my neck. I'm gonna try to skip the ingrown hair area and let it hopefully heal. Put some under my nose. I like that look. It's like those beards, you know, where you don't have a chin thing, but you have the mutton chops. That's cool. Like an old pugilist from the 1910s. And we'll go sideways. I also don't have any music playing in the background in this video. This is really a typical shaving morning for me. This is like behind the scenes raw footage. I'm not even doing any fancy editing or titles. You guys are, this is premium stuff. All right, not really. I always go up, which can cause ingrown hair, certainly, but it never has until I just noticed this morning. I think I need to change my blade. I've used this feather blade almost all week. People always ask me, how many shaves can you get out of a razor blade? I'd say you can get 3 or 4 really good shaves. And before you notice, and even then, because they're so cheap, you can just replace it, get a new one. Now, if I was using my old cartridge razors like I used to, you'd make those things last for 6 months, which I'm sure is not great. So long that the little glide strip is long gone. You know what I'm talking about. But these things are so cheap. You can get 100 of them, like 15 bucks on Amazon and other places. So do it. I love it. Buy one of these for 30 bucks online or in it. Look in antique malls, antique stores. They got them everywhere. They may need some cleaning, but so does this one. It's clean. It's just, I mean, that's, what is it, 56 years of shaving? That's what that is. That's experience. That's not grunge. It's, all right, so there we go. That's good enough for work. Rinse my face off. Rinse the old brush. And the great thing about this synthetic brush is that it dries so quickly. Look at that. The other one, the actual badger hair one, takes longer. Now see how this is all got like suds and stuff on it? I just clean that out and let it air dry like that. I'll put the old top underneath it. Let that air dry, and then by the time I get home from work, put the top back on. It's all dry. No muss, no fuss. You're using like a real shaving cream instead of the dreaded Barbasol. So many people write in the comments, you shouldn't use that canned goop. Well, it works for me when I need it. So yes, I can use it. And then the old standby, the Everyman Jack aftershave. Buy this at Target or whatever Target equivalent is near your home. Maybe go to Tesco in the UK. Maybe they have it over there. You ever been to a Tesco in the UK? They have the best pre-packaged sandwiches at Tesco. You wouldn't believe it. Weird things like crayfish and rocket. Have you ever heard of that? Or brie and grapes. These are the little, like the triangular shaped gas station sandwiches you would normally buy here. In the States, it'd be tuna, chicken salad, turkey. Over there, it's interesting, and they're really good. They had one that was like a Thanksgiving leftover sandwich with butter in it. They love butter in England on their sandwiches. How can you go wrong with that? All right, that's it. What? That's it? Yes, that's it. In under 10 minutes, I'm ready to go get dressed. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. I'm going to try to keep them coming more often. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Bye.